For the second conversation, I'm joined by Christos and Eleni. They went through this transition together, which brings a different perspective, not only professionally, but also personally. So Christos, Eleni, welcome. Thank you for being here today with us.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hello, Andrea.
Hi. Maybe we can start with a bit of background. Maybe you can briefly introduce yourselves, where you're from, and tell us, how did you get into dentistry?
I'm Eleni. I'm from Greece. Since I was a kid, I wanted to become a doctor. I went 1 year in the dentistry school, and after that I said that, okay, I'm gonna do this year, and after that I have to think again if I want to go to the medicine school. I liked it.
Yeah.
I did it for 5 years, the dentistry school, and yes, here we are.
Well, it's not easy, so congratulations. Yeah. Christos?
I am Christos. I come from Thessaloniki, Greece. Now, my first real contact with dentistry was when I was a kid and I went to my orthodontist for braces.
Okay.
So apparently I liked it
Yeah.
and I wanted to become a dentist. So I made it. Luckily, I didn't have to try more times. I did it with the first. And that's my life since then.
That's amazing. So both of you, since you were kids, you had a bit of like, okay, this is maybe something that clicks and I can do it when I'm older.
Precisely.
Yes.
But maybe because of that experience, you can bring a different perspective as well. If you work with kids, you know that they can be anxious and afraid, and you can make them feel more comfortable as well.
Yes, for the new dentists, it's very important to calm the patients, to make patients feel calm and
At ease.
and
Yeah.
yes,
That makes
take
sense.
it easier.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And please tell me, when did your paths cross?
I was in my last year in the university. We studied in the same university. We met there. I was in my last year. Eleni was in
Third year?
third year, yes. And we met there. And since then we are together.
Christos and Eleni, maybe you can tell me a bit about how did the idea of moving abroad came up for you as a couple?
We wanted a way out, to say, from Greece, because it was difficult for us to find work in the same place, to work together. And we were thinking of trying something new, to go to different country. We spoke with a lot of people who worked overall in Europe, England, Switzerland,
Germany.
Netherlands. And finally we decided for Netherlands because we heard a lot of good things from our friends that already worked here.
Yeah, that was going to be my second question. Why did you decide on the Netherlands? Because I always suggest to the dentists that we work with or we interview initially to really explore all their offers and really compare what country suits them best, what system suits them best, what offer suits them best. So I think I remember our first interviews, and you were very meticulous about asking the right questions, not only about the process, but also about the culture, what to expect here, and to be very prepared before taking the decision to start with us. So
Yes, we wanted to do a new start,
yeah,
and to have new opportunities and in the everyday life and in work.
yeah. So that is maybe gonna tie into the question of when you started working here, what stood out to you the most in comparison to the system in Greece, for example?
I think that the big difference here is that people respect the young dentists. In Greece, people want a dentist with experience, and they think that a new dentist and young dentist is not gonna do the things in the good way. Yes. But now I see that here a lot of people respect us and they want to have a dentist that have new ideas and
And one more big difference between dentistry here and in Greece is that here people are used to going to the dentist.
Yeah.
In Greece, only younger people tend to go twice a year for the checkup, but most of the times they only go if they have a problem. And you can't keep up with them if they are not coming regularly for checkups.
That's true.
And I find it fine here
Mhm.
that people come at least twice a year.
Consistently, yeah, they put more emphasis on the preventive side of things.
and there is no insurance in Greece
Okay.
for dentistry, so people have to pay everything.
Okay.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I think that that's why people don't go to the dentist because it's
Can be costly for
yes.
people. Interesting. And it's interesting you gave these answers because we had Madalina here earlier and she gave a very similar answer about being a beginner dentist and being appreciated and respected despite of her just, early start in the career, and also about the fact that patients show up more enthusiastically more often. So it's nice to hear that it's sort of a consensus across the board in the experience. Now, maybe you can tell me a bit about your experience with us, with Orange Chapter Recruitment. How did you first come in contact with us? Well, I obviously know, but you can tell, us the story, or you can tell the story to our viewers or listeners.
We met up with you and Ton in Expo Medics, Thessaloniki. I think it was April 2024.
Yeah.
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 And at this point, we weren't exactly sure what we are going to do. We are looking for options. And after a few months went by and we made the decision that, okay, we're going to move to the Netherlands. We reached out to you, and from there it was all only the next steps, to take the next steps with language, with integration, with everything.
And we both we worked, so we need a little bit time to inform our
Employers.
yes, the employers. And
Yeah, about your next steps. Yeah, that makes sense. And going through this process together, what do you think helped the most? Well, with your experience with us, but also being together as a couple.
everything is easier when you have your man next to you. Yes. We can handle every situation together, every problem. I have and Christos has always someone to ask for everything, and yes, from work, from everyday life.
And it was surely easier to have someone that you really know here with you, with the whole process. And you know that you have someone always to lean on when you are stressed or if you have a difficult day.
Yes, because the situation here is the same with what we have had in Greece. We live together, so
It's not something new.
yeah, it's not something new for us.
Yeah. Yeah. So you had each other, which helped everything as well. That makes sense. Was there a moment where things started to feel for you more structured or certain? You were like, okay, this is the moment where everything fell into place. We've gotten the help from Orange Chapter. We've gotten our BIC. We passed all that needed to be passed.
I think that it was the moment that we started working, actually. And because for that, we were doing our interviews with a few clinics. We had our exams with the language. And we didn't know where we're going to work, where we're going to find a house, if we're going to find a house quickly. But everything fell in place with your help also. And we found the house immediately. We
Found the work immediately.
found work immediately. We started working
in the
precise.
same-
Yeah.
and we work in the same clinic. We are very happy for this. We work in the same clinic and in next rooms. Yes, so that's the best option. And I think that for me, it starts when we pass the exams and we have the first communication with the clinic. That's
And everything sort of became more real.
yes, we were here. We have seen the city, our house.
And maybe you can tell me a bit about the challenges. What were some of the most difficult moments at the beginning, both professionally and personally, perhaps?
Professionally, I think that the tempo of work was a challenge. Language is surely a challenge because in the beginning we needed to talk in Dutch every day. You need to think actively what you're going to say. That's not easy if you have to do it for 8 hours straight every day.
That's true.
But we did know that we are going to have this problem. What we didn't expect actually was that the tempo is really high. We see a lot of patients every day, but finally, this was also a question of are we going to feel in place and get used to it. Actually, now we don't feel it anymore. I think.
And I didn't expect that we are gonna have so advanced equipment in work. This makes our life in everyday work very easier. We have microscope to do the root canal treatments. That's very helpful.
It simplifies the
And the quality from work. And we are very lucky because if we have something something else, if we need something else, the clinic can always order it for us.
Yeah. Well, what you just said, Christos, about the language, I think I always speak to our dentists and reassure them that after 6 months, no one's really expecting you to speak the language fluently and perfectly because you keep learning it to the best of your abilities. But maybe I can ask you, how are the people around you about that? How are your colleagues? How are the assistants? How are the patients?
I have to say that we had two very good teachers in the Dutch language, so we were good prepared for this step. Femke and Esther, hi. And the Dutch people were always very happy with us. They could communicate with us very well, and we take a lot of compliments for our language. The assistants from the clinic help us a lot with the language, so I don't think that that's going to be a problem for the new dentists that they are going to come here. And as I have also said, for me now, it's more easy to speak in Dutch than in English.
I think that's a very good sign that it's going well.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Did going through this process together make things easier or more complex at times?
I don't think that it was complex at all.
Okay.
Because we have the same meaning over everything. Not everything, but the most of things. So we didn't have to have conflict or anything. We were most of the part on the same direction with what we would like to have here in the Netherlands and in our work field.
And tell me, what else helped you adapt and sort of find your footing in this new step in your life?
We are lucky because we have a lot of friends here from Greece. They are also dentists. We are also lucky because we have a very good dentist in the clinic. He is from Romania, and we became friends from the first time. So that's helped us a lot.
Yeah, they helped us a lot. They learned us a lot of tips and tricks what to do with everyday life or with work that normally you learn only through experiencing it and doing it wrong the first time. So we learned a lot from them.
You got more insight from
Yeah.
them. That's nice to hear that it's sort of you have that supportive community around you. I think that's very important for someone who moved here.
And it's very important for us that we can always ask you, Orange Chapter, for everything.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, you help us with everything, with the accommodation. So
Yeah,
from 0 to 10.
yeah,
You help us with everything.
I mean, we try, and we always say that we're sort of open 24/7. So if you ever need us, you can just contact us, especially that you have long, busy schedules. And sometimes it's not enough to have a 9 to 5 window of time to speak to us, to reach out to us. Now, for other dentists, especially those considering making this move together, maybe as a couple or even single, what would be the best advice you would have to give them?
I would say that they need to have patience because language takes time. Getting used to another country and another environment takes time. And especially if you're alone, you need extra patience. So I would say patience is most important, and trust.
Yeah.
Trust the people you're working with, because otherwise you can't go the next step.
And I would say, just do it. If you think of it, just do it. The first time is always difficult, but you have so many opportunities here with everything, with work, with everyday life. The nature is amazing. Is another way of life. You use your bicycle. We didn't have it in Greece. You can take your bicycle, you can ride for 10 minutes, and you are in the nature.
Well, I saw your post on Instagram that every weekend you're like exploring a new part of the country, which is amazing because there's so many things to see. It's a small country, but there's plenty of things to see.
We want to do it. After work, we want to relax, and we take the bike and we go for a ride for 10 kilometers more. It helps us to release the stress from everyday life.
Yes, it sounds beautiful.
Yes. We are lucky because the weather here these days is top.
It's amazing.
Yes, amazing.
Yeah, it's been very beautiful. Yeah, it does. It does. Well, thank you both very much for being here today and for sharing your experiences. We think it's very important that, again, our dentists hear these stories firsthand. And they don't get the sort of rundown only from us about the process, about the bureaucracy, but again, they hear the real stories. So thank you.
It was our pleasure.
Of course. For anyone listening and considering a similar step, we very much encourage you to contact us at Orange Chapter. We would be more than happy to have a chat with you and tell you more about this whole process and how we help you in it.